Hey guys, I want to talk to you today about a concept in life that I think of a lot, and I want to share with you and hope it will stick with you and resonate and ring in your mind at various points in time as you move forward. But that's just the simple fact that most of the time in life and everything that you endeavor to do, and all your relationships, your career pursuits, your everything in life, that at the end of the day, most of the time, everything boils down to the only one that you've got to blame for anything in your life is yourself. And maybe this is kind of an elaboration or another way to talk about or look at this concept that many of us have heard of, I'm sure, before, about a phrase that says something like, fool me once, shame on you, but fool me twice and shame on me. And that right there is what I'm getting at. And the reason why I say that, once again, the only person you have to blame in life for a majority of your circumstances is yourself. Now, of course, many things happen all around us at various points in time, and there are strokes of bad luck, and there are things that occur to us that are completely out of our control, or maybe they broadside you, or they are something that just comes out of left field and whatever, and those things are going to happen. That's just a part of life. But that's not necessarily what I'm talking about. I'm talking more specifically about the people you continue to engage yourself with, the method at which you continue to proceed through your career with, most of the time, a lot of things we go through in life, we continue to put ourselves and subject ourselves to these sorts of negative circumstances. And as I said, at the end of the day, it all boils down to you. And once again, the fact of the matter is the only one that you've got to blame in a lot of these situations is you for sticking around and dealing with that thing, whatever it is. If it's a bad relationship with a person, if it's like we said, a circumstance with your job, you're not advancing, you're not, attaining the title or the level that you want in your career, or the earnings point, or whatever it is, just think about what I'm saying here. We live in an abundant world. You always have the ability to get up and walk away and find another path and find another avenue to go down to find the things that you want in life. And just think about the days and years and the amount of time in your life that you've stuck around with somebody or something. And that was a choice that you made, but you continue to hang around in a situation as the person or the thing on the other end of whatever is going on in your life has continued to fool you over and over and over again, right? So it's, once again, it's like fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, or fool me a million times, shame on me for sticking around and dealing with whatever it is that you're dealing with. So I hope that this makes sense to you. I hope that this is something that you'll think about the next time you're really frustrated by something in life, and you just, a lot of us want to have this kind of like woe is me, or you want to rationalize it to somebody or something else. It's not my fault. These circumstances are what they are. It's not my doings that, this person treats me this way or whatever. And you might be right about that, but it is your fault. Your fault is the point that you stick around, the point that you deal with all that crap, whatever it is, whatever form it comes from. That's your fault. It's nobody else you can put the blame on but yourself for sticking around through these situations. And that's just like I said, part of the thing about learning to become powerful in life is learning to walk away from situations and learning not to allow somebody to fool you, more than twice or a million times in life before you actually get up and do something about it, and you remove your presence from that situation, whatever it is that's going on. That's just such a powerful thing that you're going to have to learn at some point if you're going to navigate life, I think, in a peaceful, happy, successful manner. Much more so than those folks who just go through life like repeatedly just subjecting themselves to bad situations through, once again, no fault of anybody else's, but only their own. And just to remind you that this is something we all know in the back of our minds, but yes, you can't control the actions of what somebody else does, or a lot of times the way a situation materializes in front of you, but what you can control is how you react to it. And that's a lot of what I'm talking here. Sometimes, like I said, the right reaction is to get up and walk away and remove your presence, and that's that's a hard thing to do always. I know every situation can be a little bit difficult, especially when you're dealing with people and relationships. This is the one where I found it very particularly pertinent, let's say, or I've seen this example over and over again in my life. It's those times that I felt like I hung around a lot longer than I should have, and I dealt with things that I should not have had to deal with, and I went through those things. But at the end of the day, when you look back in hindsight, there was nobody twisting my arm to force me to stay shackled to this situation or that person. It was like that was my decision, and the only person in the hindsight, like I said, that I had to blame for a majority of the pain and the stress and the struggles and all those situations was just me for sticking around. So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Talk to you real soon.